Disclaimer for YouTube, Jim does have Tourette's, so please excuse any swearing or inappropriate behaviour.
Oh, we had a morning this morning, guys. So, for the last few days, Dillie has been regurgitating water. We looked up online and it said to, monitor it. Regurgitating water can mean a lot of things. Sometimes that they've just drank water too fast. And with it being hot, Dillie has been drinking a lot of water. So, we assumed it was that. I took her out this morning and we've gone on our usual rounds, and she's very good at being told what to do, but I'll be honest, she had a sluggishness about her this morning. I was like, oh, you're not your usual self. I mean, sometimes she will just walk like that, so sometimes she'll just walk really well behaved just as you want, but this morning I did feel like, oh, maybe there's something wrong. So we're walking around, I've just done the water, we come down here and we go over to the pigs. When we get to the pig, she regurgitates a lot of water, and then she collapses on the floor for a bit, and so we've rushed her to the vets, basically. They're keeping her tonight, or today, all day. They're going to do some tests, some bloods, give her some fluids because she's dehydrated, and if she's perked up by later, she'll be allowed to come home tonight. If not, they'll keep her in and we'll know more later on. But it's the uncertainty I'm not good with, and so really struggling this morning with it all. Some great news, guys. Just got a phone call from the hospital vets, and they said Dillie should be home tomorrow morning. She started doing well with the antibiotics and she's perked up a bit this evening, so fingers crossed she'll be back in the morning. Devastated isn't the words to describe it. We don't really know what's going on. She got rushed to the vet yesterday. Yes. And she's still there now. They're going to keep her in for tests a little bit longer. Very stressful, very hard. She's an absolutely amazing dog. And looks like she's got some problems with her kidneys. What it means long term, we're not sure at this stage. And yeah, hopefully we'll have her back later on today, but we're not sure. They're going to let us know this morning how the bloods are doing. Yesterday they weren't doing well at all. She had no white blood cells in the sample, and her kidneys are really not functioning right. Hopefully, and I think the best case scenario is she's got dehydrated and then a few days later has got some food poisoning, and it's like a concurrent of events. But obviously the worst is the worst, and so trying not to think about it, trying to just crack on. So Dillie's still not making any white blood cells, unfortunately, and they're going to try a steroid injection. And hope she makes it through the night. But if she doesn't, there's no improvement. We're going to have to say goodbye in the morning. What a wild ride of emotions this has been. So last night I made a video basically thinking Dillie wouldn't make it. We'd gone to say goodbye. The vet weren't sure she was going to make it overnight, and if she did, we were going to do it. But the last thing we could have tried is steroids, because in essence her white blood cells, her platelets had gone down, and her immune system had started attacking her organs. So they thought they would try steroids as like a final thing, and but I'm so happy to announce that at the moment, and we're not out of the woods yet by any means, but at the moment she is perked up this morning. She's eating again, she's drinking again. She stopped all that yesterday. She's had an electrolyte solution, she's wagging her tail, she's being cheeky. Oh gosh, and we're not out of the woods yet,
But it's been a wild ride the last 48 hours, I tell you. And that girl's, when she gets home, I'm really hoping she does. And if she gets home, she will have some sofa time, I think, because we don't normally let her on the sofa. But hey, I think we'll be there on the sofa. You know what I mean? Oh, it's been emotional, guys. It's been a real difficult time. And I know I'm not out of the woods yet. I don't want to get too happy to be taken down again. She's home, guys. She is loving life right now. And even if we just got this one moment, it's so worth it. Good news, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Her kidneys look like they are doing good, all things considered. So she had acute kidney failure. I can't remember. That's not actually what they call it. I think it's the same thing. Acute renal failure. Unsure what caused it, and she has still got some weird stuff going on. But good news is she's bounced back from the steroids, from the brink of death. Like, you know, we were going to put her down basically and asked if there was anything else we could do through the tears, and they said we'll try steroids tonight, but if there's no improvement by the morning, that'll be it. So it was really heart-raking. And but she's been unwell, and the bloods are showing that some of her kidney parameters are normal. There's a couple that are not, but they were so low, and now they're up there. She said actually it's a really good sign. The vet wasn't expecting it, but there are some issues with her white blood cells, and there are some issues with her red blood cells. So the truth of that is, you know, she's not out of the woods. We're going to have to do more tests, see how she goes. But so far, guys, so good.
Coming up in the rest of episode 17, the winner of the garlic competition. We also had a couple of other bad things happen.
Monthly montage.
Yes! So I can't be putting myself in any too dangerous situations.
They're suffering from slug damage.
What we got on this week, Lou?
Jam, and more jam.
Welcome or welcome back. I'm Lou.
I'm Jim, and we are Fields and Flux.
That was, a very emotional week for us with our little Dillie this week. But things are looking good. We can't really ask for any more of her, and we've just got our fingers crossed that she continues on the up.
And in some really great news, me and Lou are now officially YouTube partners.
Yeah.
We've managed to reach the requirements in order to monetize the channel, and that was we didn't think we'd do it, did we? So,
No.
We'd be lying if we said we hadn't done YouTube with the hope to potentially becoming monetized and helping.
We thought it might take us a couple of years though,
we wanted a year to hit 1,000 subscribers we'd set ourselves, and 2 years to get the 4,000 hours. So to get it all within 6 months has been really good.
Yeah.
It's been great, and it's so lovely, like with the Dillie stuff. So many of you reached out, so many of you give us your well wishes. It really kind of hit us hard that, you know, this is now part of our life, and it's a bit of a, we're seeing it more as a job, not in a conventional sense, but more as you know, we want to give you guys the best content while showing our true authentic selves and journeys, don't we? Yeah. And we kind of hope that you guys recognise this, but we wanted to create something uniquely us, and it's nice that everybody's enjoyed it, and more people are liking each episode.
It's nice to know that people enjoy what you're doing, because quite a bit of effort does go into it, especially you from the editing side. It's nice to know that after all the effort, if people actually enjoy watching it.
We do know that if you guys didn't enjoy it, you know, we wouldn't have joined the partner program within 6 months, and so we do thank you all for that. And don't forget to hit the like unsubscribe if you're not subscribed. And yeah, now for some even more exciting news, the garlic contest.
Garlic.
Some of you will remember
We did a Guess the Garlic competition the other week.
the winner of the garlic competition. So the grand total of garlic bulbs we picked out on that day, because we did get some more later. We found some rogue ones down the bottom. But the one we got on that day was how many, Lou?
326.
So congratulations. I will drop you a message on the comment that you got the closest. And if you don't see that but do see the video, just get in touch, fieldsandflocks@gmail.com, and we'll do something to verify you are who you are and whatever, and then we will get your address and send you a pot of jam.
Which was going to be strawberry jam. However, we're going to give you the option of choosing which flavour of jam you would like to receive.
And to find out more about that, watch till the end, because me and Lou make jam with all the available berries we've got, and we do a nice taste comparison, and the results might surprise you.
Stay tuned for that one. So if you've been following the channel for the last few months, you will be familiar with how we like to do a monthly montage.
Yes!
Unfortunately, because of what happened with Dillie, we're a little bit delayed. However, we do have June's ready for you.
Enjoy. our friends Nigel and Tracy came round and let us borrow that drone shot. But I thought that was a really cool shot, and it's just it's so beautiful at the moment, isn't it?
The meadow's really, well, funnily enough, looking back at the drone shot, I said to you, didn't I was just like, it looks like just grass, but actually it makes you realise how quickly the meadow's grown and changed colour, and
yeah,
it's
and going on from Lou, like we've done these montages now. I think our first one may have been March, perhaps.
I think it might have been March.
And we can't wait to, at the end of the year, we're going to release a video with every single montage out of the March through to March or whatever. I think that'll be really cool. But yeah, we're just so pleased we get to share this wonderful place with everybody. We absolutely love it here. And today's video is sponsored by Fields and Flocks. Hey! No guys, we just wanted to let you know we do now have a membership on the YouTube, so if you wanted to support the channel, feel free to go check it out, but also feel free to not check it out. But we wanted to let you now know memberships are open on YouTube, and we're going to try and do an end of month thoughts, me and Lou, for 10-20 minutes every month over there. So yeah, we're going to try and do more perks, and I don't really know what I'm doing because we've just got YouTube partnership program and they've said we can do this, and so we're trying to do it. So yeah, support the channel or don't, we don't mind. Hooray! Fuck off! The Musings of Jim. I got this t-shirt made, and yeah, good quality, and so somebody sent me the design. If you're watching this, thanks very much, Ben. Found a good company that does 100% organic material and that, and got a sample, so I'm putting it through its paces. It smells a bit. I've been wearing it for probably too many days. But yeah, we've washed it, we're just testing it before we get some to see if to sell. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But it's a long way off. We're not rushing anything, and we want to make sure any companies we work with match our ethos here. So it's not just been a case of going on Shopify and matching up with a print company. We're trying to find some companies with a similar ethos. I think that's the best way to do it. But yeah, wanted to explain the t-shirt in case anyone was like, what? You might have seen me wearing it a couple of times in the video. I've had it for about 2.5 weeks now, so not been wearing it for 2.5 weeks, mind. But no, what I wanted to talk about in this week's Musings of Jim is it's a fairly serious one, but also hopefully I'm going to end with a request that I have of you, and yeah, let's see. So you all know what happened with Dillie this week, but we also had a couple of other bad things happen. I lost 12 chicks from the heat. They got too hot in the brooder, and they've all piled in a corner and trampled, and it was absolutely horrible. And I'd gone with the Rosses again versus the Hubbards to just try, and I'd heard that that's a problem for them, and I think I've stabilised it all now, but you just feel so rubbish. It's like money wasted, it's time wasted, it's energy wasted, and you also feel awful as a human being for allowing that to happen to animals. Now, I've had a look at my brooder, it's absolutely perfect, so you know, it is the breed just being you know, they don't have great organs, they grow too quickly, they don't have great movement, they're not able to move out the way like, say, the Hubbards that we're used to are. So I'm definitely going to be sticking to the Hubbards. Then Lou's aunt unfortunately went into hospital. She had some problems breathing, so Lou's been back and forth seeing her, taking her bits. And then our son, he came home from school and had to get rushed to the A&E department. The cat's got all these little balls on her. Got rushed to the A&E department because he had a fly in his ear. A fly. He'd gone in there, and he told his teacher, and his teacher rang Lou and said he'd have to go to the accident ward. He went in there, and when they pulled it out with tweezers, it was like a full-blown fly that had got stuck inside his ear. I've never heard of that happening before, but obviously it must do. But yeah, poor little thing. And then you know, my nephew's been hospitalised. There's just been a lot going on, and then it reminded me of my own mortality, you know, and how everything is just temporary. and the good times, the bad times, everything. And these badder times or these harsh times, they do seem to come in waves. Life to me is like, you know, you're a beach and these wave, good time, bad time, hard time, grief, happiness. You know, it's just, you just got to try and be thankful for what you do have. And, you know, you got to try and stay positive and look at all the good things in your life, because there's always something, even if it's just the last meal you had, you know. So I'm a big believer in, well, allow yourself to be sad in those moments because they're very human. You know, you've got to try and take 5 minutes to just appreciate what you have, life, your friends and family, everything, you know. And so that led me on to when I said earlier, I've got a request for you all. And the request is to just reach out to somebody you love and let them know that you love them. You know, life's too short. And someone, a friend from school or a family member, perhaps you've not spoke to in a while, or whoever it might be, there's got to be someone out there that you want to just send them a message. Why not? Hey, life's too short, and take every day as a blessing. See you in the next one. I wanted a bit of an uplifting one. I really, really felt the grips and grasps of mortality in the last few weeks, and it just got me thinking that, like, you know, sometimes you get so caught up in your own ride that you forget that others perhaps wanted to join the carriage with you. And so I just think it's nice to just text people that you miss a nice little message. And no offence if you don't want to do it, but that's where the inspiration for that came from.
As usual, we've been in the garden this week. Well, we say that, not as much as we would have hoped because of everything going on.
But still
Lots to do.
Yeah, like the show must go on.
Yeah.
So even though we were quite emotionally charged, you still have to do stuff.
And it gives you a bit of time to reflect, being outside, process things, doesn't it? You kind of
distraction.
It can all get a bit heightened in the house, and then you can kind of come out to a bit of calm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it distracts you definitely, and also just helps you process things. So then you can kind of weigh up things a bit more rational, can't you? Sometimes?
Yeah. You can lose the emotion and gain a better perspective, definitely.
Yeah, because it gets all. I mean, the problem is, I think it was so unexpected what happened with Dillie that it's like shock, isn't it, really? It was always like we were both a bit shocked, and then we thought we were going to lose her, so it was just like, you know, it's like the world had ended, oh my God, how can this be happening? And then actually you've got to try and take a step back, and coming outside and just pottering around helps you just kind of process things and think better.
There was a few things we done. First of all, I harvested the onions.
Walk through the hole, I've got some elephant garlic, we've got some garlic stragglers. Imagine these are ones we didn't put out last year or somehow got washed, because the garlic was up there and most of them were around here, which is where we had the garlic last year, but there's actually quite a bit there. We've got our white onions, good 50 there, got red onions there, and then this big old barrel of brown onions with a rogue red. And we've got the project managers making sure I'm doing it correctly. I'm going to move the brown onions into our potting shed, and I'm going to leave the windows and doors open and hope they cure okay in there, because most of our space is still being taken up by the garlic. I am going to put the white and red onions and the garlic. I'm going to try and find space from somewhere in the garage because they don't do well. We have cured and dried the onions in the shed before on hotter days, and the brown onions take it fine, but the white and the red, they go to mush, so we don't want to waste them, so I'll be moving them down there. First off, putting the brown onions into the potting shed. Onions everywhere in here, all the browns put in. Now to do the rest. So I managed to get the reds in here, some whites down there. I've still got these left, so I'm going to go put them and risk it. It's not supposed to be too hot, so I'm going to go risk it in the risk it in the, whatchamacallit. So I popped all the extra garlic there, just on the table, just for a few days while we wait for all this to finish drying. It's nearly there, it's not a week or so. So I've got these ones curing here. I got more here. I put the elephant garlic round here in this pile of to be sorted stuff. And then this, I'll just trim all these up and pop them inside.
There were some big onions.
Some of them were massive.
Massive.
Yeah, then they're really nice, really tasty. All the ones we've eaten so far have been great,
Really
haven't
good.
they?
Yeah.
What else was there? I fixed the fruit cage.
I was at work. It's supposed to be 29 degrees, so I can't be putting myself in any too dangerous situations. But I am going to try and do a little bit of repair work to some of the fruit cages. I'll flip the camera around now, and where the guinea fowls sit on top, they've knocked a few of them out, so I'm just going to get the Allen keys and try and do some twizzling. It weren't too bad. There's only about 7. One was in my eyes. I'm a bit short. I didn't have a ladder, so I was stretching. So, Mr. Hissington. And, yeah, it's too hot to be doing stuff. I'm glad that's done. It's been bugging me for a few weeks now.
It's your turn next to do the netting, innit?
Oh, and the chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as the guinea fowl go up there, up the top of the cages to sleep, it gets worn and wear and tear more quickly. We also moved the dahlias outside from the polytunnel.
So we're moving the dahlias out today, and first of all, Lou's just trimming down the grass, and then we've got to start moving them out.
We're moving the dahlias out in a particular order because I didn't label them all, and I position them in a way that I know what they are, so I'll keep them in the same order, kind of, in the hope I remember what they are.
So that's it. They're all some of them are looking really nice, aren't they, Lou?
Yeah. The dahlias have been out for about a week now, so I'm going to have a look and show you how they're coming along. So overall, the dahlias seem to be really liking not being in such hot weather. However, by being outside, and especially near the banks we have along the borders, they're suffering from slug damage. Bloody slugs. I went out last night to check because they're getting they're getting lots of flower heads on now. And dahlias, when it comes to arrangements and bouquets, they're like the real showstopper flower. If you can have a few dahlias in your bunch, I've kind of got lots of foliage and odds and ends of just flowers around the garden that I can use to make up a nice arrangement. But you do need those few kind of real showstoppers. So I went out, I read garlic spray can be a good one. So I've sprayed them with garlic spray. They were covered in slugs, so absolutely covered, not just at the bottom, which I thought, well, if the plant gets big enough at the bottom, then I can, they can take a little bit of damage sometimes, but they were all on the top, and where nice new flower heads were starting to form and the buds, they were just eaten to the point where even the bud was being eaten and therefore won't be a decent enough flower, or they were eating the leaf down to the stem, and then that flower bud, the stem was broke, so it was snapping over, and it's just really disheartening. So I'm going out, I'm going to have to keep going out of an evening, picking off the slugs, see how the garlic spray does. It's meant to be a deterrent, but I don't know how much of a deterrent. We'll see.
Something else we got on camera as well was a little berry picking sesh. The first time we went out to pick the berries, the first time's always magical. It's after that it becomes a task.
A bit of a chore,
So
isn't
like,
it?
the first time you go pick them, it's like, yeah, this is awesome. And then the second, the third, the fourth, you have got to think of the future. You've got to be doing it, being like, this will be nice at Christmas. This will be nice,
But little Erin, bless her, she's got the nickname prior to all this, Every Berry, hasn't she? She loves berries, that girl. She goes around just munching the berries going, nummy, nummy.
Num, num.
But the kids just walk around eating them, don't they?
Yeah,
While we're busy away picking them. But yeah, it's kind of, they do last, to be fair, don't they? If we bag them all up and put them in the freezer in little portions, they do last just about the year.
They freeze well, and it's something that, like, we're self-sufficient on now. This year we're going to have enough to last us all year. We've just got so many strawberries.
And they're so good for you as well, aren't they?
Blackcurrants, red currant. We've still got more to come. We've still got most of the blueberry bushes to come.
Blackberries will be coming soon.
Yeah, we've got more. So it's been a really good year. And we even got a couple of cherries. There was 4 cherries on one of the trees. Lou didn't get one, but me and the 3 kids got one, and they were delicious.
Me, excuse the tank top, guys. It's absolutely blistering hot here. But me, the kids and Lou, we are all going to pick some berries. Family little berry picking. We've got loads ready. We're going to be making jams and all sorts today. It's going to be a great day.
Green, we haven't got any of those ready yet.
No, where the black one is.
Yeah, that's the Jostaberry. That's half blackcurrant, half gooseberry. They are slight.
Raspberry haul hasn't been great. They're probably the good ones, and I've got loads of bad ones that I'll be able to give to the chickens. Insects have got here before us, and they got, you can see they've all been kind of eaten, but you know, you can give them to the chickens or the pigs, so not all wasted. This is a Tayberry. There's only a couple ready. Look, this one's ready. These are absolutely delicious, and they're so vivacious, and we'll be getting more of a harvest of these. Oh, look, another ready one.
Mom! The blueberries are ready!
Very nice. Yay! So we did see some blueberries at the end when we were coming out, but we've got loads of blackcurrants, and this one is a Jostaberry. They look very similar because it's a gooseberry blackcurrant hybrid, but very, very nice. This was the first batch. There's loads more to come, but they're not quite ripe yet. Yeah, what a haul. We'll give them a wash, split them in half, give half to next door, make some things and freeze some for another day. Bye. Lou in the kitchen in the conservatory. What we got on this week, Lou?
Jam, and more jam.
Basically, we planted the fruit cage a few years ago now, didn't we?
Yeah.
And this is the first year we've had an abundance of fruit. So last night, Lou made some jams. So we've got blackcurrants, Tayberries, and some raspberries in there. We've got blueberries and Jostaberry.
Really simple one here, guys. It's a really simple recipe. We just have done 330 grams of fruit to a tablespoon of lemon juice and 150 grams of sugar. The only difference here is the fruit, and I'm currently just stirring it all through on a low heat until I can see that the sugar has dissolved.
Lou are just admiring the smell because it's smelling really good in here.
Notice now the natural juices of the fruit has begun to come out and go very glossy. The graininess has gone. You can, some people, what they'll do is they will get like a potato masher and you can squish all the fruit. It depends how lumpy you like it. I like some lumps in my jam personally. Do you, Jim?
Yeah, I like lumps.
So it's
Way! we're trying to do the blind taste test tomorrow, it's really hard not trying the leftovers.
It's really hard.
We're going to score each jam on consistency, aroma and taste.
And we're going to say whether it's better as a fruit or as a jam, because I think that's going to be important for long term if we're going to make these jams again, isn't it? This is kind of the first year we've had enough fruit to do it, and I'm very excited. So we have blackcurrant, Jostaberry, Tayberry and blueberry. Let's go first.
Blackcurrant.
Blackcurrant.
It looks quite a thick texture, that does.
Yeah, the consistency.
Oh, it's thick.
Really
I
thick.
think I've done that a bit too long. That's really hardened up.
Really thick, isn't it?
It's quite jelly-like almost, isn't it?
So the consistency on that, I'm not a fan of that. Thick.
I think I maybe cooked that a bit too long, but it wasn't nowhere. It was really runny in the pan still. With strawberries, the consistency doesn't change much once it's cooled, whereas this, it's like continued to thicken up, isn't it?
It's not got much of a smell. I'm literally going to give it a 2 for smell. I don't think the aroma's that
Yeah,
good.
it is there, but it's not strong, is it?
What are you giving it for smell?
Is it out of 10?
Yeah. I'm really low on that. I can't really smell.
4, I'll give it.
4.
It's not
Okay,
strong at all.
consistency. I'm probably going to go for a 5. It's not awful, but
No.
it is hard. It's solid.
Well, it's not.
More solid than you'd expect, jam. Probably be difficult
It's
to
like
spread.
a firm jelly.
Yeah. Taste. No, that's amazing.
It does taste nice. It reminds me of something.
It's really nice. I'm going to go for a solid 8 on taste.
I think an 8's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what about, do you think it's better as a fruit or better as a jam? For me, that's better as a jam. I'm not a massive blackcurrant fan.
You're not. I like
So
blackcurrant.
that's better as a jam for me.
I really like blackcurrant. It's hard because it tastes very different to what it does as a fruit. It
Yeah.
hasn't got that same tartness.
No,
so they're
it
like
is
two
different.
completely different things. I'll
Do you
say
think, so would you kind of go for there's a space for both?
there is a space for both.
You
because
would
the
still make
taste-
that in the future, but
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Whereas some things kind of taste the same when they're cooked down. That's completely different.
Let's go to Jostaberry. Now, Jostaberry is a blackcurrant gooseberry hybrid. So, again, the kids had some of this morning, so it's.
Did they
But
like it?
yeah, the consistency looks a bit better. You know, the consistency's more, I'd say, spreadable, less like a jam, more like a jam, less like a jelly.
It definitely goes more jelly-like, doesn't it? Compared to like, I mean, I can only really compare it to strawberries at the moment, but
The aroma's much better on this one.
I can't really smell that one, you know.
Can't you? I'm going to give that a 4 for aroma. That is so nice.
They're not massively different. We find the fresh fruit, the Jostaberries, are a bit sweeter, aren't they?
That is sweeter. That's nicer. I'm going for a 9 on taste for that.
I think they're kind of similar.
Well, you're going for an 8 again.
Smell, I don't think the smell is nice.
So what are you
So
going
what
to
did I
go
do for smell?
4?
Do a 3 for smell.
So far, you're preferring that
I prefer
one?
the blackcurrant,
Oh,
yeah.
no way, no way. I'm definitely preferring that. So, you, with this, do you prefer jam, fruit, or...
Fruit, definitely.
Fruit.
For that one, yeah.
Nice. Tayberry next.
So a Tayberry is a hybrid of a raspberry and a blackberry.
Yeah.
Blackberry.
They are prolific fruiters. We have been amazed at how much fruit we've got off. So, one to grow potentially, but they spoil very quickly.
Yeah, I think they're one that you're probably best to pick them fresh daily, because it depends what you want to do with it. They release a lot of liquid very quickly. Now that liquid, I thought you could put it in some water, give it a squash to the kids. It's good juice to use. So depending on what you're making, it's kind of good. But if you like to just eat them fresh like you would raspberries, they don't hold their form as well. They go mushy once they're handled. They're mushy really quick, and the time
juice comes out really quick.
The heaviness of the fruit piled up, but also like the heaviness of even the water splashing on the meat, like crushes them quickly. But they taste beautiful, don't they?
Yeah, they do taste amazing. They're probably my favourite berry, so I'm very excited about trying this one. Now, instantly, the consistency is loads better.
Yeah.
Like, that's more jam-like, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going straight away. I'm going to give that consistency.
Oh, that smells nice.
Oh, yeah, that's got a beautiful aroma. For aroma, that's straight up there out of 9.
Yeah,
that smells really good. That. What have you done for consistency? Because you skipped it.
9.
9 for consistency? Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's really nice.
Well, that's a 10 out of 10 for tasting.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Undisputed.
Oh, that's good.
I've gone consistency 8 on that one, guys. That's nice.
Be nice to have a bit of a sponge, that one.
Oh, that'll be beautiful. And so the last one, blueberry. Oh, no, before we move on.
Oh, fruit or jam?
Fruit or jam. I think space for both.
I think there's space for both. Again, it tastes very different as a jam, but they're both very, very nice.
Right, blueberry. Let's go aroma first. No, I'm not rating that. I'm not rating that. That's a 2.
It hasn't got a strong smell, is it?
It's got a weird smell. I don't like it.
3. I'll give it a 3.
3. Okay, consistency's alright.
I feel like
I
feel like we've maybe been a bit harsh on smell, because they don't smell bad. They're just not like, they're not fruity smelling, are they? But how, like, you know when you eat like a slightly unripe blueberry, they've got that lovely tartness and sourness to them. Like that does not come through in the slightest, does it?
No, not in the smell. The consistency's good. I'm going to go up there with, right, I'm going to say it's as good as the other one. So 8. What are you saying for consistent? Oh, 8. I've got to try it.
I've never been keen on cooked blueberries.
I didn't think it deserved. Oh, actually. Oh my god.
I don't know what it is with blueberries, but like in a muffin, they're good. But I mean, they eat them fresh, I think.
That is such a waste of 330 grams of blueberries. Blueberries taste so good. I'm saying that's fruit.
I mean, I'll say I put it faces because the other one was so nice.
Yeah, this one is absolutely wonderful. I'm going to say 2 for taste. I don't rate it. It's just like the only nice thing about it is the sugar in it. It's
always too sweet for me.
It's made the blueberries not taste nice. It's like they've lost everything good about a blueberry.
They've lost that, what I envision as that nice tartness you get on a fresh blueberry is just gone.
So what are you doing for consistency and taste?
Consistency was a good 8. Taste, I'll give it a 5.
Nice. So it's kind of like, that's definitely not worth doing, guys. I mean, maybe you'd like it, but
some people would like it, but it's, you know, when I was a kid, you know, when kids growing up, well, I was a kid growing up, I liked blueberries, but I hated blueberry muffins because they'd been cooked and they had this weird edge to them. I didn't like it until I got a bit older, but that reminds me of like what I hated about blueberry muffins as a kid. Yeah.
And then on the up, these are both alright. I'd eat them happily any day of the week. They're actually nice. They're a good way to use some spare. I mean, if we got a bumper crop, they'll definitely be made again, wouldn't
they? This would be really good for like, if you, I mean, anyone who, you know, like the little like blackcurrant tarts you get from the supermarket. If you like to make your pastry cases and just fill them with like a, because you could strain it, couldn't you, if you don't like the bits. And just make like a blackcurrant tart. It would be great in cakes and for baking, they would. be really nice.
Yeah. And then this is incredible. If you can make your own Tayberry jam, do it. Get a Tayberry plant for next year. They're prolific croppers, and that tastes absolutely.
They do get big. You need to almost build a support, have them either up a wall or build like a trellis so you can have them going up. Because ours are kind of straggled all on the floor, didn't it? But we've picked a load of fruit, and there's still lots of small, medium, and large fruits coming along. They're all different stages, so I'm hoping we'll have a consistent crop throughout.
Yeah, no, it does. It doesn't look like it's finished at all, does it?
It's not letting up yet, is it?
No, it's a very good crop. I highly recommend it.
So thanks for joining us on another episode. Please leave a like, hit the subscribe, and leave a comment. We'd really appreciate it, and we really appreciate it anyway. We just appreciate you watching. And next week there will not be a vlog, but there will be a video release. We're processing the meat birds, so it's going to be a busy week, and hopefully by Saturday I'll have that video up as well though. Last time I promised that video, like the pig video, it didn't happen, so take it with a pinch of salt, but I'll do my best.